Hello everyone, welcome to Devs Assemble. The best place to start when learning about blockchain is the very beginning. So we are going to start at a very foundational level. We are going to talk about the history of blockchain, what blockchain is, and what blockchain can do. So let's get started. So blockchain is really all about trust and determining and deciding who you want to trust. Since the beginning, people like to exchange things of value. We see this in transactions all over the place in the real life. You basically want to perhaps trade one item of value for another, or maybe you are going to use some type of currency to pay for something. So, of course, you render your currency and you get something back, either as a product or as a service. We also know that this value exchange relies on trust, and it basically means that you have to trust that when you pay for something, you're getting what you pay for. I mean, you have always heard the term you get what you pay for, but sometimes it's not the case if you don't trust the person or the entity that you are exchanging this value with. So you have to be able to trust. So when we are ordering online, let's say from Amazon.com, do you trust that you are going to get what you paid for? Yes, you do, because of the reputation of the Amazon. Also, you want to make sure that you have a fair trade. When we purchase something from the Amazon, we are probably purchasing a product from some other seller, and we don't want to trust that seller if we trust Amazon, because we think that if I purchase something from Amazon, I can guarantee that if I don't like the item, I can return it, I can provide feedback, and I can look at other people's feedback as well. Since we build this concept of trust so that we don't worry about giving our money to someone, we don't trust if we have built out that trust. In many cases, we have some sort of middleman. Anytime that we engage in a financial transactions, we are probably interacting with a bank of some sort. You think again, online purchases, we are normally going to pay for those purchases using some sort of card. It could be debit card, credit card, something like that. Regardless, that card represents money that we may have, and we can use that card for product or services because we trust the vendor and the vendor trusts that card. They don't trust us, they trust the card. So we have this concept of middleman. There's kind of a handshake on both sides. We so that we had the trust, so we can engage in the financial transaction. But as I mentioned earlier, there is a service fee involved there, and it costs more or makes the transaction cost a lot more in some cases. And there is always a room for human error and obviously for corruption as well. Well, there are if there are trust issues, and in order to solve the trust issues, we have to pay somebody in the middle. Isn't there a better way? Can't we save money and still find a way to trust whom we are interacting with? The answer is yes. And that's where the blockchain comes into the picture. It helps us solve these third party trust issues. Now, blockchain has been around for a little while since 2008. In fact, in 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto introduced a very interesting paper that introduced the first blockchain and implementation of a blockchain using cryptocurrency, and it's basically called Bitcoin. Now, Nakamoto is not the real name. We don't really know who the author is, or perhaps a group of authors. But this paper was proposed so that shows us like how we can use this blockchain concept to implement a cryptocurrency. So what it does? It allows people to conduct businesses without trade obstacles. In other words, it allows us to exchange money, cryptocurrency, with entities we don't trust or maybe don't even know, but we trust the process or the technology running it. So it was initially all about new type of electronic currency exchange called cryptocurrency, but it's grown to be a much more than that. So let's take a look at what else blockchain can do in our next videos. So if you like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to get the latest updates. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.